Welcome to Mirror Domains, and this is a Get to Know Me episode. We're going to be talking about Big Wreck, one of my favorite bands of all time. In fact, I think it is my favorite band. My favorite music artists. Ian Thornley, the main singer there, is a fantastic guitar player and a singer. So it's, just, I thought I was listening to their But for the Sun album recently, and I was just like, I got to recreate a playlist here. So it's been somewhat of a slow movie news day. I was looking at the headlines. There's not that much out there. So I thought we would do something a little bit different today. And we would go through and create a playlist of my favorite Big Wreck songs. And what we'll do is we'll go through each album and I'll create a playlist that you guys can follow. You know how you can save playlists on YouTube? I'll leave that linked in the description below. And I really wish that this is the kind of thing that I would be able to play some sound clips from. I'll try to do just a little bit, but it may get us copyright claimed or even striked. I don't know. We'll see. Let's just get into it. Let's go over and take a look at Big Wreck. Here are all the albums, and we're going to create a playlist here. It's called Big Wreck 2023 list, and we're going to go through each of these albums. And what we'll do is, if the album is over 10 songs, then we'll take the top 3 songs each, and if it's under 10, then we'll take 2 songs. Now, we'll use a rule here. I'll give myself 3 rule breaks. So let's say I really like a particular album. I'll allow 1 extra song, 3 rule breaks. So in those rule breaks, you'll allow 1 extra song up to 3 times. So if I use those for 1 album, if I use all those rule breaks for 1 album, well, that'll kind of suck, right? So I can't do that. So let's just get into it. And we'll start with the newest albums first and work all the way back to the classic In Loving Memory of album. Okay. 7.3 was the last one that came out, so let's talk about it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I've already put thumbs up on Haunted and Hangers On. Small little EP, so under 10 songs. We'll get into talking about this as to what I'm going to add. Obviously, I'm going to add Haunted, so I'll go over to here. Add to playlist. And I'll tell you why in just a little bit. So how do I start this? Save to playlist. Not comprehensive. Should be up there. 2000 right there. Okay, so that's saved. And then we'll arrange it afterwards, right? Hangers On is also a one that I liked. Haunted is one that's closes out 7.3, and a lot of the 7 albums, the last song is one of my favorites. It's a good album. I can listen to this all the way through. Fall Over is really good. Hangers On, it's probably my second favorite. So I give that the thumbs up. So I will save that to the playlist. And I'm happy. Melody of Sound was their only single off this one, I think. It's probably, well, Full Display is also really good. I'll give that the old thumbs up. Fall Over is good. Yeah. All right. So 7.2. Let's move on to that. Better Off. Rye Bread is so good. Spit It Out was their single off this one. A lot of people like Fear and Cowardice. Great song. It starts off really kind of hard sounding. Yeah, great lick, great lick. But I like The House, so we'll add that to the playlist. Save the playlist. Good. Fear and Cowardice is so good too. Rye Bread is also awesome. How does Better Off go again? Yeah. That's a slower song. So yeah, I kind of like. I'm trying to maybe get a little bit of a mix. Thinking about this playlist, and yeah, we'll save that to the playlist. 7.2, 25 minutes, 5 songs, really good album. I wish I could get 7.2 and 7.3 on CD, but I can't track it down. I do have 7.1 though. I do have that. I do have that one, so that's cool. Um, Picked it up for 7 bones when it first came out, so that's cool. All right, on this one, again, great music, man. Really great music. High on the Hog is really awesome. Yeah, Fields is good if all else fails, but you got to take Bombs Away. Bombs Away and Beano are the two favorites there. As I said before, save the playlist. We'll arrange the playlist afterwards. Beano, um, I think is my favorite song on 7.1. It's just, uh, it's like it harkens back to some of their older albums, but then it also showcases Ian Thornley's singing voice, so I really like that. Bombs Away has got that hard um, guitar riff. Like Big Wreck is known for their big riffs, right? Um, so when you first hear it, I let's see if I can play a little bit of it. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's a big riff, and that's gonna be hard to place in the playlist when we're done, for sure. Um, Great album. And yeah, apparently they released like an LP, like a vinyl of all three of them, the 7 album together. Um, I think it all sold out, so I don't know if I can buy that anymore. I kind of want to. Yeah. All right, so then the next album, the big official album, was But for the Sun. Now, I've been listening to the remastered version, and I think we'll use that because the original version, I don't know why they remastered it. It is a good album, but we'll take our picks from the remastered album because there is some subtle differences to the songs. If you haven't listened to But for the Sun over and over, you may not pick it up. There's just some different mixes of the guitars and the solos and stuff. Um, Now this is where it begins get to be really hard because it's over 10 songs, and it's so full of really good ones. But my favorite song on But for the Sun, if I had to like only choose one, it's so hard between Locomotive, Too Far Gone, Alibi is also really cool. I love Found My Place. I am going to pick uh I'm going to pick Help Is on the Way, and I'm going to pick Found My Place. So then I'm going to have to mull over here. I'm going to have to mull over Alibi. Too Far Gone is so awesome though, man. Follow Me is also really great. I've been listening to Follow Me. That's been high on my rotation. Locomotive is so great too. Oh my God. This is one where, yeah, this is why I put in the rule breaks, because when you got this many, that's so awesome. It's hard to choose. It truly is. Uh, Too Far Gone. One more chance is also really cool. For God's sakes, man. Oof. I don't know. Hmm. Ah. Oh, mercy. Follow Me has some great, it has got a great lick to it, and such a different, like Locomotive is so great, but it's maybe just a touch repetitive of some other songs. Oh, Voices is also a great start. Too Far Gone. Alibi. Oh, oh God, I'm gonna pull my hair out thinking about this. All right, well, I'll put on One More Chance for my playlist, but I'm thinking on this one, I might use a rule break for, I'm going to write this down and then we'll come back to it when we're done. I want Locomotive and I want Follow Me if I could. It's my playlist. Maybe I can add them later on. Who knows? Maybe I'll break all the rules, but um, great album. Alibi is also so great. Ugh. Okay, so that's three. That's our three from But for the Sun. Um, we'll shape up the list later on. Okay. What was next? It was, oh, this is going to be tough. Grace Street. Grace Street is also a good album. Now, this one, it is good, but I find that I skip a lot of the middle songs, like Useless, Speedy Recovery. Speedy Recovery is good. Motionless, Digging In, but Floodgates has one of the best solos that I've ever heard from them. And The Arborist is, oh God. Tomorrow Down is also really good. That's going to be our first one. Save to that playlist. Tomorrow Down. You Don't Even Know is a must listen to them. This is, yeah. Arborist is also fantastic. Is that just like that? No, we're breaking the rules there. We're breaking the rules and we're putting on Arborist. But I would love to have Sky Bunk Marche on there as well. That is an instrumental, Skybunk Marche, and that's the one that they kind of like previewed the album for. There's a great, like Ian Thornley used to put up a bunch of these little riffs that he would put up on his Instagram, and that's how that song came along, Skybunk Marche. What else is also good on this? The other singles on this was One Good Piece of Me, I think. And Motionless is a song that they try to record over and over again, but they just weren't happy with it. It's got a lot of transitions in it from like the older versions. I have listened to the older version where it's got like a really heavy guitar lick in it, which I really liked. But then it mixes in between that and then the slower version of the chorus, I believe, from Motionless, which you do hear in this version of Motionless. But if it had that hard riff, like it had a really hard riff that was very much like Bombs Away. It was kind of like that hard. And then it was like the contrast, but they weren't happy with it. And then they came out with a really slower version of that for Motionless. I like that. Um, All My Fears on You is a great song to close it out. It Comes as No Surprise is a great way to start off that album as well. My God. All right. So that's Gray Street, and I used to have that. I was looking for it. I thought I had this album on disc, but I lost it. Oh, I got Ghosts. I got Ghosts. We'll do Ghosts. Has Ghosts after Gray Street, 2014. Yeah, Ghost is a masterpiece. This is where, see, I was trying to cheat to use in some of the other ones, but Ghost is one of those rare albums. I haven't listened to it much on YouTube, but on my iTunes I got it all marked up. Um, I Digress is a great song. Ghosts is also great, but if I was going to put Ghosts on there, I would prefer the edit. Ghosts has a long outro. Where it's just them jamming, which is cool. It's fine, and it does listen well when you listen to the whole album. But and I do love that chorus for Ghosts. That was one of the like choruses where you can just listen to it over and over again, and they use it just the right amount too. They don't overdo it. It's not one of those things like Baby Shark. It's not over and over again. It's sparingly, but it's good. My Life is also good. I love Hey Mama, so that's going to be on there. Hey Mama, save to that to playlist. And then this is where it becomes really hard because, as I said, this is one of the few albums where you don't want to skip any of the songs. It's just it's that awesome. I look at this all the time, and fantastic. The artwork in here, all kind of like that blue kind of artwork. I wish, yeah, I need to start I need to get a good vinyl of this. That's what I would like of Ghosts. Masterpiece, and I can't not champion it. Okay, so where are we at? I just put, I only put Hey Mama on there. And as you can see, I also put a thumbs up for Friends. Off and Running is also fantastic. Come What May is great. Oh God, Diamonds. I would love to put Ghosts. Is there a Ghosts edit? War Baby is a cover song, so I can't use that. Uh, I Digress is also so great. I Digress has such a great outro of them just jamming together. Um, oh my God, what, Diamonds is so good. Friends, I put the thumbs up for. Still Here. Um, Off and yeah, I'm gonna put Off and Running on there. Um, My Life is also great. This is so hard for me to do. Okay, I'll put Friends on there. If we were on Twitch, maybe I could get away with putting. I could actually get away with playing songs if we did this on Twitch, but this is like every now and then. Yeah, as I said, there's times where it's like it's very few albums where it's like you don't want to miss anything on there. Like the Black Metallica's Black album is like that. You don't want to miss any song on that. Masterpiece. Uh, Even big bands like Nirvana, which I really like, Nevermind, you would say, well, you can't skip any song on Nevermind. Sorry, but I usually end up skipping Polly. I know it's rare, but it happens. Um, this one, yeah, that one's hard too. And that one, I would love to have Ghosts edit. I would love to have a Ghosts edit on there, but we can find that maybe. We can find that somewhere else. Diamonds is also good. God, Diamonds is awesome. Still Here is great. Break is great. This mid album is just like full of great songs. Arglass in the live chat says many of Big Rex songs reach a crescendo at the chorus and lift the spirit. Ghosts and Wolves are a good example. Yeah, yeah, Ghosts and Wolves. Let's talk about Wolves. Let's get into that album because we're done. We're done with Ghosts, right? For now, we'll come back to it maybe if we got some extra picks that I want to put in. We're not going to. Well, maybe I can use this as a cheat because this is pretty much live versions. And Good Times Roll is a really good cover song. I have to recommend that. Good Times. Glass Room is also really good. Albatross live. Is this the only way that I can get Albatross on there? Oaf. This is a mass like, yeah. And this is the way that we're gonna cheat. So this is how we're gonna get the Oaf on here. Because when we get to the classic album, there's going to be too many songs on that to say, oh, I can only put 3. And the reason why I put 3 only on here is because I want to create a small playlist. If I create a playlist with like 50 songs on there, you know, it's kind of like, that's a lot. That's a bit too much. You get a little bit too saturated. So we'll put Albatross on here as well. So did I put Oaf on there? Saved a playlist, and we'll put Albatross. And then talking about Albatross, that'll bring us over to Albatross, the album, which is also great, 2012. And this was kind of like their return because they went on hiatus for the longest times after Pleasure and the Greed. So it was 11 years after that. So when Albatross came out, I was just like, wow, they're back. It's awesome. I can't wait for it. Now, Thornley did go off and do a couple of solo albums in between, which are also fantastic, but we won't include that with Big Rec. Yeah, I haven't thumbs up any of these. Millions of Days is great. Wolves is awesome. Albatross is awesome, but we got that already from the Bag of Tricks album. Glass Room is great. All is Fair. Is that? Yeah, all is Fair is going to be on there for sure. Save that to playlist. Wolves I got to put on. No doubt about that. Control is a little bit more of a bluesy track, which I do like, but you got to be in the right mood for it. Rest of the World, uh, Do What You Will. Oh my God. Time is a great ending song. Uh, Rest of the World, Do What You Will is going to be saved on there because the great. Um, okay, I want Rest of the World on there. Yeah, we're going to spend that point right away. Rest of the World is great, but I'm going to thumbs up pretty much all of that. We're going to add that to the playlist. So what is that? Is that one already? Is that one? So we're down to 2 extra picks. But as you can see, Head Together is so great as well. Look, see, I just thumbs up everything. And it happens. Control, as I said, you got to be in the right mood. You Caught My Eye is a bit of a slower song too. Yeah, what does it say there? It is the band's first album since 2001. Yeah, I already told you that, guys. So, yeah. This is the... It seems easy, but it's not. Now, The Pleasure and the Greed is also, I think, a masterpiece. Inhale is immediately on the list. Undersold is so great. Knee Deep is great. Everything Is Fine is great. All by Design is also great. Mistake, it's a bit of a slower song, so I'm going to use that as a change up for tempo, and that's awesome. Mistake is interesting because Chad Kroeger from Nickelback covered that song, and they do it different. He does it a little bit differently. If you didn't know, Chad Kroeger and Ian Thornley are friends, and they have collaborated together in the past. They've put out a single, actually, from Big Wreck where you can actually hear them sing together, and that's cool. That's really cool. A lot of people like Ladylike and the song Pleasure and the Greed, the title track. A lot of people like Ladylike. I can't put that one on. No Fault is good. Breakthrough is good. Ease My Mind is good. Broken Hands is also good. And Head and the Girl is great. All Our Days Are Numbered. That's going on the list for sure. All Our Days Are Numbered. It's a bit of a weird song because it's got a weird tempo to it. West Virginia is great. Defined by What We Steal is a masterpiece for closing out that album. As I said, again, this is another one of those albums where it's just kind of like, it's hard to skip any of the songs. And what I like about this one too is that Ladylike and Pleasure and the Greed are kind of like a good separator of like the mixture of the songs, right? Undersold. Okay. Remember when I told you about that song Motionless from the Grace Street album? Motionless is one that they recorded around this time. I think they recorded it during these sessions. When bands go into the studios, they record more than just these songs. They don't just record these songs. There's like a bunch of songs that become like B-lists and stuff. And that version of Motionless with the hard riff, it's somewhat reminiscent of Undersold, a little bit towards the end of Undersold. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that part. Like, where he's like using like a harmonic there with the electric. A little bit like that's how the original version of Motionless kind of started. So I like that version. I wish they could release that one. There is like a B-side of it on YouTube that people have recorded of it live. It's not quite as intense. I did originally have that B-side on my old iPod, but it crapped out on me, and I was like, oh man, I can't load it up, and it sucks. Bye for to Hobbit there in live chat says, hey, we're just doing a get to know me episode today. It's a bit of a slow movie news day. We'll go to the movie news after we compile this playlist. We'll look at the Twitterverse and see if I missed any headlines. But I was looking at the headlines and I was like, there's really not that much. Really not that much. Motionless gives me U2 vibes. Yeah. Anyway. So that was Pleasure and the Greed. Great album. I do have that one as well. Of course, I have that one. Why wouldn't I have that one? Um, it's like a must-have, right? Must-have. Uh, the disc is probably all worn out because I listened to it so many times. And then, of course, I got the pleasure. I got in loving memory of, and that's what we'll pick through next. And I'm so glad that I used my cheat song for the oaf, which is also great. That song, that's one that you just everybody great. It's a great song. It's alive, and you'll recognize that riff from that song once you hear it. Yeah, gotta listen to that one. Look What I Found is great. Blown Wide Open is a masterpiece. The one concert that I've gone to Big Wreck, they closed out with Blown Wide Open, and that's got to be a must on there as well. In fact, yeah, one of the reasons why I'm doing this now is because I'm going to go see Big Wreck live, November 11th, and I think Our Glass Vikings is going to be there too. That'll be kind of cool. Maybe we'll post a picture, or I'll post a picture of myself there. Uh, Remember, that venue that we're going to is going to be just like a big hall, and it's no seating anywhere. So I might have to bring some earplugs because it's going to be loud, as it should be, right? Talking about the first album here, How Would You Know is also great. Oh My is great. Under the Lighthouse is fantastic. Fall Through the Cracks, Waste, By the Way, Between You and I is great. So I'm going to put in a slower song, By the Way, because that's also great. Under the Lighthouse is fantastic. So I put three there. Okay. I want Under the Lighthouse from this. And because we already got the Oath. Remember, we cheated to use the Oath. The Oath is also a great opening track. Um, oh, we got some bonus tracks in here. Ill Advice, you got to put on. That used to be a B-side, so I'm going to put that on there. And I'm not going to count that as a cheat because like a bonus track. But it's like a great song. If you like Inhale from uh, the Pleasure and the Greed album, because of the vocals, how he sings the chorus each time differently. He sings a little bit like that for Ill Advice, where it's kind of like towards the end, he does that weird thing with his voice where it's like vibrato kind of thing. It's a great song. That's why it's on there. All right. Which one did I want? I wanted Under the Lighthouse, but we got so many other ones. We're going to put Under the Lighthouse in here because that's great. Between You and I, we're putting on there. Uh, yeah, maybe we'll do it like that. And then I'll cut them from the playlists. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay. So what did I want from Pleasure and the Greed? Did I take all of those ones? Did I take Head in the Girl? That one's great too. Every Breakthrough is you were taking Head in the Girl. And 2001 playlist. Ghosts. Which one did I want from Ghosts? Oh yeah, I wanted a Ghosts edit. And I wanted diamonds. I want diamonds. Save that to the playlist. And then we're going to arrange this. It'll take a little bit of while. Um, I don't know how. Maybe I'll have to go to singles for that. And then we're going to take Skybunk Marche from this. And then from this, I wanted Follow Me. And I wanted Locomotive. Okay, let's take a look at the playlist and see how we're shaping up here. Now, you can listen to it like this. Look how many songs I've from the first albums. My God. Okay. I want to see if I can find if they've got it organized properly here on YouTube Music singles. Okay, yeah. Middle of Nowhere is that song. Oh, oops, sorry. Middle of Nowhere is that song that I was talking about with Chad Kroger. Um, Speedy Recovery, Skybug Marche, Digging In. Are those all that you have for singles? Where's the Ghosts single? I want just the Ghosts edit. Fascinating. Maybe I can find that. I'll have to put that in. And all the Ghosts edit does is, yeah, there we go. Uh, it's not saying. Huh. It has it on iTunes, though. Weird. Ah, the hell with it. Let's just put it on anyway. All right. Now, this is where it becomes tricky. How do I what's the number one song? Blown Wide Open is a great song. Love the live version, yeah. Now it's just about arranging this into a nice playlist. Now, I think I'll leave the I don't know if I'll leave the live ones to last. But like the first song that you gotta listen to. The very first song. Now, I had an older playlist here that I kind of yeah, let's start off with Inhale. Um, it was a little bit dated, so that's why I wanted to go up and change this out. So, and it didn't have any of the newer ones on there. So how did I, and then I went to that song. I don't know if that'll work. All right. Yeah, because I want to give it like a healthy mix. Oops. Um, and then we'll put Bombs Away there in the third one. That's a big, heavy song, right? Um, Bombs Away. Tomorrow Down. Let's do that. Tomorrow Down. Did I have that one on there? Oh, I put Friends right there, huh? Tomorrow Down. Ugh. Damn, that's hard. Locomotive. Wolves. Should Beano be the final song? How many songs do I have here? What would be the final? What? Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to think about what the final songs here. Um, I didn't take any of their final songs. Well, that's kind of weird. Uh, maybe I can just. Uh, all of our days are numbered will be the last one. Yeah, I like Skybump Marche there as one. Put Locomotive here at the top. Under that. And then I went to Wolves, didn't I? All right, let's put Wolves there. For Locomotive. Which album are we missing here? I'm just trying to put like samples from all the albums, and I think I did a good job there. We didn't put. We'll put Hangers On after Wolves. Oh, The House. The House is a great album, a great song to close us out. Yeah. Whoops. Did that go there? The house. Yeah, the house is the last song on this playlist. Oh, come on. Follow Me's great. Diamonds. Let's move diamonds up to here somewhere. Or maybe we should put the live stuff out. No, oh, the oaf is so great. Ah, jeez. Okay, where are we at? We're at wolves, right? What was after wolves on this old list? Too Far Gone. We didn't put Too Far Gone on there, but we'll put diamonds after hanging. No, let's put. Oh, I like that rye bread and Beano. I like all that. Help is on the way. Haunted. Yeah, let's put You Don't Even Know after Haunted. This is a playlist that'll get shuffled around as I listen to it. Um, and then after Hey Mama, let's go into some harder songs. Um, the Oaf, we'll put Blown Wide Open. No, actually, yeah, I don't know, man. Blown Wide Open is so great, and it's got to be in the must. So maybe after, yeah, we'll put Blown Wide Open after Wolves. We'll put Blown Wide Open after Wolves. Okay, You Don't Even Know. And then I want to put Albatross after You Don't Even Know. Let's break up these a little bit. Ill Advice is so great. I know it seems like I'm just casually moving all these around, but I'm trying to think how these fit side by side. It's almost like some of them won't even fit, like Under the Lighthouse. Such a great track, though, James. Ah, Mercy. But you got like 3 bonus tracks there. Let's put Between You and I, between Skybunk Marche there. Uh, Under the Lighthouse will be after Arborist. Yeah, after Arborist. All right. Yeah, that'll be it. Okay. Million Days is a cool end song. The House is a strong finish. Yeah. So the way that I work with playlists is that I'll arrange it the way that I think it should sound good, and I think that'll sound good. But then as I listen to the playlist later on, like when I'm gaming or something, I'll be like, oh, that transition wasn't all that great. That's the way that I think about it, right? But like, if you've never heard of Big Wreck before, this is the playlist that I would say you got to check out this playlist that I put together, and that's in the comment section below. So as you saw me, I was pulling my hair out with some of these songs. Now there are some other B-sides out there that are great that well, a lot of people don't have or own. Well, that's for another time or place. I'm not gonna. This is just like their popular songs and stuff like that. So I think I am satisfied with this list. Yes. It's going to be a cool listen to. So, as I said, this playlist is in the description below. How did I have that? Yeah, I had that right there. So, whoops. Transform back to normal. And yeah, so if you've never heard of them before, this is such a great collection of great songs. You could listen to any one of these and you'd be like, I want to listen to more from this band. What is this band? Big Wreck, huh? Yeah. Lyrics. Oh, they got the lyrics there. That's cool. Can I highlight these? Maybe if we did this on Twitch, I could actually listen to these songs with you guys. That would be awesome too. I would love to be able to do full album list-alongs with you guys and just like break down the songs and what I like about them and just enjoy it with you guys. That's what I would love. Great vocalist. All right. So there you go, guys. There's my full playlist. As I said, it's linked in the description below. Go check that out. I'll arrange it as I listen to it, so it'll be altered throughout. Are there any songs on there that you would have put on? Let me know in the comments below. Did I miss something in there, or did I highlight some of the really cool ones? I'll tweak that list. Like my playlists, I like to tweak. Um, like my Tea Party one. That I put up. Uh, I tweaked this one. It up to Mantra. It's great, and it's kind of like I tacked on all these extra songs that were like my add-ons, and I've been tweaking these ones. But like if I ended it with Mantra, which is a great closing song, and that was the only playlist for the Tea Party. And I don't have all of these thumbs up, really. Like Tea Party's just phenomenal. And actually, I thought I changed Ocean at the end with Walk with, huh? Great album though. Great playlist. And I tweaked it into perfection. Like all of these songs bleed into each other nicely, right? Song breakdowns on Twitch sounds cool. Yeah, we'll see. Because as long as I don't leave the VOD, like on Twitch, the VOD goes away after a certain amount of time. That's why I upload the gaming videos to YouTube Gaming or Mirror Domains Gaming. Because that preserves them, right? I wouldn't be able to do that though. We would just have to be on Twitch and we just listen to the songs. I would delete the video after it's done. It's possible. Because I seen people that watch full movies on Twitch and they put the full movie here and then they delete it afterwards because they're a little bit more lenient, but they would start to crack down on all that stuff. I don't want to lose my status fooling around with it too much, but I would love to sit down and just like listen to one of these playlists with you guys. Although it's like the Tea Party list is 2 hours and 12 minutes. How long is the Big Wreck playlist? 3 hours. Oh God, 37 tracks, 3 hours and 9 minutes of Big Wreck. Yeah, but as I said, I hope that I separated it so like ending songs, Beano, or will like separate. It'll give you like pauses in between, right? And all that's there. I can't. I don't know. Let's put between you and I before Beano. I'm already tweaking it again. And then after Beano, Albatross Live. Followed by Ill Advice. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's a little bit more mixed. All right, cool. All right. So as I said, but James, your final fantasy games 2 and 3 half hours LOL. Well, yeah. For some reason, games are allowed. You can stream games. I don't understand the logic behind that. It's still their product, but a lot of people do it, and it seems to be like the consensus kind of thing. I would love it if some way. I wish there was some way that it depends on the streaming service, I guess. But you can rent stuff on YouTube. You can rent movies on YouTube. And what I'm saying here is that if a movie's available to rent on YouTube, there should be a way that when I put up like a, okay, they got an Exorcist trailer too here. So if I rented that movie, say The Exorcist, The Believer, from YouTube, um, I should be able to link my account to that so that if somebody wants to watch my full watch along of it, they could watch my watch along, but YouTube would like put the rental price of the Exorcist movie here on my channel. I wouldn't get any of the revenue. It would all go straight to YouTube and the rental of it. But it would give the license for whoever wants to watch me react to it. They would be able to do that and watch the full movie. They would just have to pay the rental price, right? Or if they didn't, they would just watch me watch it like this, and you wouldn't be able to see much there, right? That kind of thing. That's what I would like YouTube to work out. It would be a software kind of thing. It would be a rights issue kind of thing. But as you can see here up on the side, see how you can rent Exorcist 2 here on the side? That's what I mean. It's like, oh, you see, you can buy or rent there. Yeah, maybe if I did that, then if I bought it, then I would have the license so I could watch it with any reactor out there. I could just say, I would link it. Like, there'd be a weird way to do it, but there is a way there. I just haven't been able to put it all together and say, well, this is what I would like to happen. So you see what I mean? People would be watching YouTube, which is what YouTube wants. They would be watching somebody else watch a movie on YouTube that they paid for. They paid to watch that movie. It's still the same thing. And the studios and everything like that, the distribution companies would still get the revenue from the rent that somebody would pay for it. It would just be, they'd be watching what somebody else reacting to it. That's it. There's got to be a way to work around. And they would be doing that for music as well, right? You could do that for music as well. And that would open up the world. You would get rid of all that copyright strike crap and copyright claim stuff. Just throw that out. And people would go for it. People would spend their money again, and it would replace discs like that, that need. Yeah. Well, actually, no. There's still value in the discs, James. There's still that value of having the book and stuff like that. So that's the way I look at it. All right. So, guys, that's pretty much it for me today. We're going to just pause the stream here and I'll talk about some movie news stuff. But for the Big Wreck fans, if you enjoyed that, let me know in the comments what songs did I leave off. And I'll see you next time on Mirror Domains. Whoops. All right, that was a flub. All right, movies. Let's talk about movies. Exorcist Believer has a new trailer out, huh? Now, as I said about strikes and stuff, copyright claims, we can't really watch all of this. Yeah, but there's usually a disclaimer not for public viewing. Then they get caught out viewing it without others. Well, that's the thing too. You rent. Well, my argument for that Hourglass Vikings is this: it doesn't stop anybody. Like I could rent. I can put on Star Wars, put my TV up to my window and broadcast it for everybody to see. There's nothing to stop people from that. If somebody saw that, they could come and give me like a formal notice and stuff like that and say that, oh, we're giving you a strike and stuff like that, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, there's some nuance. I understand. There's some nuance to it where copyright and stuff, but it would have to be figured out all in the software and in the agreements that you would sign up to when you watch a reactor do stuff, right? Which reminds me, I do want to react to stuff. I was looking at the premise for that, who is Aaron Carter from Netflix. I didn't realize that it was, I got, from the descriptions of it, I kind of got notes of history of violence. Where they kind of, they thought that they had found this old mafia hitman kind of thing. Well, they did in History of Violence, but it was kind of like the premise kind of reminded me of that. Come on. Yeah. A British woman's tranquil life in Barcelona spirals out of control when an armed robbery at a supermarket exposes her secret and violent past. Like that. You remember in History of Violence when the robbers come into the diner and then he like kills them? It's like that. That's what I'm expecting from this. This is only 7 episodes, 40, about 50 minutes max. It's possible that we could, if we watched this, maybe I would do it on Twitch and we would try that angle of me. I wouldn't have to put on the this. I wouldn't have to do this as much. I would still do it, but not as much. Yeah. The premise does intrigue me. All right, so Exorcist Believer, I wanted to see if they gave the new release date at the end here. Because they moved from the Taylor Swift date, right? Yeah, October 6th. So it is they moved it up a week because of Taylor Swift. It's coming out October 13th, right? Let's see what people are saying about it. One of the gruesome horror films of this year. How do you know? Have you seen it? Nice. After 50 years, again, real horror. Okay, so these are ignorant comments that I don't understand. I don't understand how somebody says how they watch a trailer and then automatically qualify it as one of the gruesome horror films of the year. How do you know? Have you seen Saw X yet? I haven't. Nobody else has, and it's going to be brutal. Did you watch Insidious: The Red Door? Or Pope's Exorcist? That was pretty brutal. Is that who is that? Exorcist Believer. Who's that guy? That guy looks familiar to me. Leslie Odom Jr. That's who that is. Oh yeah. Okay. So he was in Glass Onion, right? Yeah, and apparently she's obsessed with exorcisms now. This lady, because she went out. She's from the first Exorcist, right? And she recruited the father to come in to exorcise Linda Blair. I know it looks creepy, but there's something about once they put on all the makeup and stuff like that, it doesn't scare me as much. As opposed to if somebody just having like convulsions and stuff. And the voice modulation, like how they all of a sudden talk in a different voice, that doesn't work for me. Or like how they're like all scarred up, and then once they're exorcised, the scars go away. It's like, no, it still hurts the body. A lot of the levitation stuff is kind of like, that gets tiresome for me. But I am looking forward to it because I do hope that the director, David Gordon Green, is able to recover a little bit from the fallout of Halloween Ends. Yeah. All right. Is that the only new trailer out right now? Exorcist 2. Oh, Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget trailer is out. I've never watched any of the Chicken Run movies, so I don't. I'll have to plead ignorance to that. Dawn of the Nugget. What does that mean? Like chicken nuggets?
Before we left.
Who is that? Just a lady. It's kind of creepy though, huh? Somebody was just talking about The Exorcist being scary. Oh, comments are turned off because it's meant for kids. All right. Let's go over the Twitterverse and see if I missed any big headlines. Because tomorrow we're doing Ahsoka, guys. Episode 4 of Ahsoka. What's this? Ethan and Maya Hawke. father and daughter. That's cool. She's going to be great, and she's got great parents that'll mentor her. Like Ethan Hawke is a great actor. I would love to watch Sinister with you guys. Have we watched Sinister? No, we haven't. Sinister, I think, was great work from him. Great actor all around. And of course, Uma Thurman is her mother. Another great actress. That's cool. I like that photograph. I'll give that the old thumbs up. More. There's more of them, huh? You can really see her mother, like in the shape of her face and stuff. Especially the one here in the lower corner. The final trailer, teaser trailer for May, December for Netflix is up on. Okay, so it's just music in that trailer. That's Julianne Moore and Natalie Portman, right? I do want to see this one. This one's going to be on Netflix. It's kind of racy, though, so I don't know if we can watch that one. It might have some subject matter, because it's rated R. Some sexual content. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to see it, though. Halle Bailey for Cosmopolitan. I like the green motif. That's cool. Yeah, Little Mermaid's coming out on Disney Plus here today or something. Pet Shop Days. Richard Linklater's Hitman, Glenn Powell, and Adria Arjona. You know, we saw that the other day, right? She's Bix from Andor. I like that. John Howard King, Chicken Run, Pain Hustlers, Emily Blunt and Chris Evans. God, jeez, look at Emily Blunt. I'm going to give that one a, yeah, stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love the black dress. I just look at her and I'm like, wow. Pain Hustlers has to do with like people who try to sell drugs to the pharmaceutical companies, and there's some kind of fraud scheme with it or something, right? Yeah, I want to talk about this one a little bit. Warner Bros. Discovery projected 2023 earnings lowered by 300 to 500 million due to the impact of strikes, which are the result of major studios refusing to give writers and actors the deals they rightfully deserve. Now, the deals that they rightly deserve wouldn't even be a fraction. Well, yeah, it would be a fraction technically, but it would be like insignificant to the 300, $500 million losses. So the studio executives and CEOs and stuff are beholden to the stakeholders, people who buy stock, right? They answer to that, and they want to drive profit margins. So when we look at losses, say you own WB there, say you own some at WB, and it's kind of like, hey, I want you to make profit. I don't want you to lose 350 million because my stock value goes down then. Stop messing around with these strikes with the writers and actors. Yeah, you're going to pay them what they earn, but it's only going to take off, like out of the profits of 300 to 500 million, it's only going to take out maybe generously 50 million out of that profit margin, maybe up to 100 million. And that's being generous. I still make the 250 profit margins and I don't lose my stock value. So what are you doing? Just go to the bargaining table, solve it, and get back on track here, guys, because this talks, right? There'll be stories that other pundits will talk about today for sure. Wes Anderson says there was a staged musical adaptation of Grand Budapest Hotel, but that didn't end up happening. Zendaya and who? Quinta. I don't know who Quinta Brunson is, but Tom Holland at Beyonce's Renaissance show. So Zendaya and Tom Holland stepped out to take in Beyonce, huh? Tom Holland. He swore off liquor for a while, huh? I think he hasn't announced it, but I think he had hit a problem because he said that he was like drinking every weekend and stuff. And then he said, I'm going to challenge myself to see if I can go a month without it. And then he just realized that, yeah, um, I think I might have a problem with this. And then he hasn't drank in over like a year or something. So kudos to him. It's just one of those things. And we saw it yesterday with the guy from Smash Mouth, right? He succumbed to liver failure to it. And it just takes you, it grabs a hold of you. And it sucks, man. But it's cool to see that Tom Holland and Zendaya are together. And they're working through it. That's awesome. I hope they go to the distance too. I hope that they're one of the couples that, like, 20 years from now, they're still together. That would be awesome. Little Mermaid is now released in one more day until Disney Little Mermaid. More Zendaya, Tom Holland. More about the Prophets. 6 years ago, it was released. Really? 6 years ago? Wow. I liked it. That quarry scene where they all jump into the quarry and in their underpants? That was filmed just around the corner from where I live in a place called Elora. Like literally 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes away, probably. And that's cool. What is your all-time favorite monologue? Ooh, there's so many good ones. Oh, there's so many from Pulp Fiction. Christopher Walken's Pulp Fiction monologue about the gold watch. And I like how it's just a static shot of him going through this monologue about the watch. That's a great monologue. Yeah. That's one that just jumps off the page. I'm sure there's so many other ones that I'm not even thinking about right now. Bifer says Little Mermaid would have been the best movie if they cut out the new songs. The new song added 30 minutes to the new movie. Well, maybe that's why we need to watch it together. Give it some harsh analysis and critiques. My favorite monologue is the President DID4. Yeah, that's a great monologue as well. I'm not American, but even that gives me goosebumps. Bill Pullman pulled that off expertly. Uh, Yeah, great monologues. That's got me curious. Let's pull up a list of that. Let's see if I can pull that up on great movie monologues. Because I know I'm missing a lot. American Psycho, Morning Routine, Lord of the Rings. There's some good in this world. Yeah, Gandalf. And all you have to do is figure out what you want to do with your life. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Liam Neeson. The phone speech. Iconic. And that's a different style of monologue, right? When you think of monologue, you think of them delivering some kind of exposition or some life knowledge. But that also counts as a monologue because he's just on the phone, but he can, like, his intensity of, like, I don't know who you are or where you are, but I will find you and I will kill you. Yeah, that awesome. Everything everywhere all at once. All you got to do is love each other. Yeah. Call Me by Your Father. Lord of the Rings speech. There's so many in Lord of the Rings. Great Gatsby. Nah. I don't know what Queen and Slim is. Star Wars. Well, I Am Your Father. That doesn't really count as a monologue. Monologue is where you're talking for like a minute or more, right? That was just like, that was too quick. Whiplash. It's a Wonderful Life. Big Lebowski. I'm the Dude scene. Yeah. Oh, Training Day. Yeah, Training Day. There at the end when he's like, yeah, that was King Kong ain't got S on me. Yeah, they try to say Thanos there. Good Will Hunting. Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Your move, Chief. Yeah. Oh, Good Will Hunting had some really good ones. Um, Tears in the Rain. That's a good line, but was that really a monologue? Or no, I guess it was. He was talking for a while there. Rutger Hauer. Yeah, that was a good one. Robin Williams had so many good ones there, and even Dead Poets Society. He had a good one, right? Goodfellas. All I remember is I always wanted to be a gangster. Yeah. Hidden Figures. No Colored Bathroom. Oh, yeah, lots of Tarantino films will have great monologues. James Kevin Smith also has some good monologues, I think, too. Joker. I don't know if that was really a monologue. Oh yeah, I was your only friend, and you set me up. Saying, I would. Yeah, we. Social Network would be a great watch along. Do the Right Thing, Love and Hate, The Devil Wears Prada. Emily Blunt was in that one. Black Panther, Killmonger's Death. Oh yeah, just burying me in the ocean with my ancestors. Yeah, that one. That one was heartbreaking. Tears in the Rain. There you go, Hourglass. Blade Runner. I would love to do Blade Runner watch along too, but the first Twitch watch along with the Social Network, that would be interesting. Maybe. Where I do have it on Blu-ray, but my Blu-ray player isn't connected to the new system. Let me check out Netflix. Is Social Network on there? It is on there. Great music too. Were they nominated for this? Were they nominated? Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor. I think they were, right? But that, yeah, that final ending scene where he's kind of like, and Justin Timberlake plays it so sleazy in this. He plays sleaze rather well. But yeah, that whole scene where Andrew Garfield walks up to him and says, "You better lawyer up." Great movie, great movie. And even though that I know some of the stuff is not accurate, um, it was good. It was really detestable as Napster and a social network. Yeah, it was good. That was good. All right, did is that it for Twitterverse? Did we miss everything? Hit everything? September 12th, VOD and digital platforms will be the release for Barbie. Critics calling Yorgos Lanthimos' Poor Things the best film of his career. Really? That's that Frankenstein movie with Emma Stone. I'd like to watch Killing of a Sacred Deer with you guys too. That's another Yorgos Lanthimos, and I like The Lobster, but Killing of the Sacred Deer, I'd like to actually do that one with some harsh analysis. Like I'll talk really critically about some of the scenes and the payoff. Oh God, devastating. It'll anger you so. It'll make you so angry. That movie. But Yorgos, he is a talented filmmaker for sure. He's very much like Nicholas Winding Refn that we talked about yesterday. He's got his very particular style. It just so happens that I prefer Yorgos's style better than Nicholas Winding Refn. And he does show you stuff that you haven't seen before, right? He does have a different angle and perspective on things. Viola Davis at Beyonce. Okay, Viola Davis was there too. Viola Davis is stunning beauty for her age. It's still, wow. Ari Aster thinks Beau is Afraid is his best film. No, obviously that has to go to uh, why am I drawing a blank on that right now? Hereditary. Hereditary is Ari Aster's best film, and a lot of that has to do with the acting. Hereditary is it's aged like a fine wine. It just gets better with each watch, right? Arglass says maybe make a top 10 list of watch-alongs in the run-up to Christmas, James. That could be. So that's an interesting idea. Saoirse Ronan and Paul Mescal for Foe. Yeah, that one I'm looking forward to as well. That one's like weird. It's got like a space sci-fi angle, but they're on a ranch, and like the husband or something gets replaced by a robot or something. It's really weird. Or one of them gets picked to go up in a spaceship around Earth or something like that, right? It's really weird. Well, yeah, Poor Things is rated R for persuasive sexual content, graphic nudity, disturbing material. Yeah, because one of the reasons why Willem Dafoe's mad scientist character made Emma Stone like the Frankenstein way was for sexual purposes. So expect that in the movie. Sofia Coppola's Priscilla's Metacritic 83, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. That one I'm curious about because it's not going to have any Elvis music in it. But I do like Kaylee Spaney, and I do like Sofia Coppola as a director, so I'll give that one a chance. Darren Aronofsky, another great director. Mother premiered 6 years ago at Venice. I like Mother. I haven't watched it since the first time I watched it. Again, Darren Aronofsky's got a very particular style. Some people like it, some people don't. And Mother left a lot of people angry because it was an allegory or whatever, a metaphor for the Bible. She's Mother Earth, and humans come into her house, like on planet Earth, and start destroying things. Some people didn't like that message of it, but I liked it. Emma Stone have reportedly filmed a secret untitled movie in Greece. What? Emma Stone and Yorgos Lanthimos have reportedly filmed a secret untitled movie. Well, that'll be interesting. Hey, that happens. That happened just recently with X and Pearl. Pearl was shot secretly before they even filmed X. Cool. I like that one. And it was probably brought in for a smaller budget, all about story and character and acting. That's what I like. 5 years ago, Vox Lux came out. Paul Mescal. All right. I think that's pretty much it for today, guys. Marvel's dominates fall most wanted polls despite MCU criticism. So there's some buzz that people want to see the Marvels. I'm just kind of like, it's going to come and go. I'll watch it, but I'll be kind of, I don't have any hype for it. My expectations are low. So my expectations for the Marvels being low, hopefully will translate into it being okay when I come out, right? Christine, 40 years later, huh? Riverdale. Yeah, as you can see, guys, there's not really that many headlines that jump out at me here. I Am Groot Season 2, please no. Timothée Chalamet captivates as DC's Nightwing in stunning fan art. Oh yeah, The Nun 2 comes out this week. So we're 2 days away from The Nun 2. Let's take a look at this fan art as him as Nightwing. Wasn't Brenton Thwaites playing him in the TV shows? All right, where's this fan art? Not seeing it, guys. Give me the link to the fan art. All right. Usually they give a link down here somewhere. But these are just ads that are being blocked for some reason. Huh. It's probably because they were saying that Dick Grayson is going to show up in Matt Reeves' Batman. Oh, there we go. Finally. Why was that slow? It's because I got the Netflix tab open. Is that why? Meh. AI art. Yeah, he would suit it. He would suit it fine. Interesting. The Nun 2 first reactions are scary good. Maybe promise an unforgettable third act. Oh, really? So unforgettable, huh? I do like the trailers, and I do like the trailers for it because they show Valak kind of like coming out of posters and stuff like that. Very Mothman-esque. Tessa Farmiga, right? Oh, which reminds me, I was going to look for The Nun. First one. I don't think that's on Netflix. Maybe we can watch that one. No, The Nun's not on Netflix. I highly doubt. Well, maybe it's on Disney Plus because Disney Plus does have some fare. Take a look. No, they don't have The Nun. They got Sister Act. What was I looking for? I was looking for Little Mermaid. September 6th, so that's tomorrow. I did like it, and I prefer it over the animated one. Well, guys, I think that's about it. I want to go have my breakfast, and then we'll get back on to Chapter 14 of Final Fantasy VII Remake in about an hour or so. Hopefully by 1 o'clock we'll be up. Or even sooner, who knows? Yeah, even sooner, who cares? Yeah. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the content. I know it just wasn't that much to talk about movies and such. So I hope you enjoyed that Big Rec playlist. Give it a listen. See if I need to tweak around some of the stuff in there. And let me know in the comments. And if not, join us tomorrow for episode 4 of Ahsoka, and we'll see the identity of that Inquisitor. Who is it? It's supposed to be revealed. Come join us. See you next time on Mirror Domains.